That little scene was filmed in the early spring during a big snowstorm we had. And today I'm doing a workshop tour. When I'm not at my cabin, I spend a lot of time in here. I'm always tinkering, building, fixing something. I often call this my backyard cabin. I built it back in 2015. It's built out of mostly pallets. It's 8 by 14 feet. It's quite small. So I figured I'd start the tour with the heart of my workshop, and that's my homemade wood stove. It's all built from things people were throwing away. And we have very long, cold winters here. And even when it's minus 40, this thing still keeps my shop nice and warm. I also do a lot of cooking on here. Behind the stove is my firewall, made from cinder blocks. Because this is tucked in the corner, it's quite close to the wall. And the cinder blocks help protect the walls from getting too hot. And plus, when these things heat up, they just radiate the heat. Keeps it nice and warm in here. I just wouldn't be able to do what I do out here during the winter without this stove. There's some of my wood. I have an endless supply of firewood from work, which is really nice because I have this thing burning pretty much all year long. Like right now it's during the summer, but I think it's +9 outside right now, so it's quite cool. There's my backpack I take with me to my cabin. I always keep that out here. This is kind of a little feature wall. I have some tools I restored or built from scratch. Just have them hanging up on the wall there. There's my TV monitor. We don't actually have any TV here, but I can Chromecast from my phone onto the screen, so I can watch YouTube videos in my shed or workshop. I have a bunch of tools hanging up. These are the tools I use most often, and some of them are a little bit too big to fit in toolboxes. I have a nice 14-foot workbench. I guess I'll start over here. This is where I keep all my drill bits, hole saw set, driver bits. These are knives and sharpening stones, and this is all my leather working stuff. Behind the sheet is it's my little kitchen area. I just have the sheet there to keep the dust down. But I have utensils, cups, pots and pans, water, canned goods, spices, cooking oil. It's really handy because I don't have to go to the house all the time if I need anything. And over here I have a bunch of toolboxes. I have everything separated, nice and organized. I think toolboxes just look nicer. I can grab them and take them where I need them. Like this toolbox right here is just all screwdrivers. This is pens and pencils, ruler, calculator. This one is power tools that I don't use very often, like my jigsaw. This is all my grinder attachments. I have grinding discs, cut-off wheels, sanding discs. This one is all hand tools. A lot of them I made myself, but I don't use them very often. And I actually have it on a creeper, so I can just pull it out. It's really easy to get to. This toolbox is all Allen keys, wrenches, pliers, vice grips. Keep my rags in there. Sandpaper. This bin right here is all my scrap metal. I actually use that quite a bit for projects. I have jackets, gloves, hats in those bins. Drill bit set. This is my dad's socket set. In these bins here, they're just old Tupperware or margarine containers. This one is all bolts, screws, nuts and washers. So on that back wall I have more tools, most of which I made. Pickeroon, mallet, 2 knives, bill hook. There's my chop saw or mitre saw. That's where I buck up all my firewood. I have a portable workbench right there. Under here are all my power tools. Router, drills, skill saw, all that kind of stuff. Up above is my wood rack. That's where I keep all my wood nice and dry for projects. You know, if it doesn't stay dry, it'll shrink. I have a very low profile shelf right here. I keep flammable liquids in there, spray paint, just odds and ends, as you can see. This toolbox is all cordage, bungee cords, ratchet straps. I got one for lawnmower stuff, one for car stuff. This is for metal working, like cold chisels and files. Car fluids. This is my radio. Normally I always have the radio going. I like round dance, powwow, old country. First aid kit. Trouble light, and this is a reel I have for my extension cord. I can just pull it out if I got some work to do outside. This is my door that I made. It's 40 inches wide. I have going to open up the window, and it's all screened. And behind me I have another window that I can open up and let a nice breeze go through. It's nice at night because right now we have June beetles out, and they come out at night and they're quite disgusting. So as you can see, I have a very small and simple setup. I don't have a table saw, drill press, or bandsaw, but I make things work. I also have a storage shed where I keep my garden tools, lawnmower, chainsaw, jerry cans, all that kind of stuff. Probably 80% of my tools I got from my dad. The other ones I got from flea markets or I made myself. I think almost half of my videos here on YouTube are filmed right in this workshop. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.